Alrighty, ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome. It's time to get that in this show on the road, as always, guys. Bear with me today. I pretty much lost my voice. I'm not sure how long I can go on for, but I'm here nonetheless. Give it a crack. But without further ado, guys, let's get this show on the road. As always, good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening, no matter where you are around the world. Welcome yet again to another edition of the London session. So we'll see how we can go, see how I can go moving forward. I will do my best. Can't promise how long I'll stay on for, guys, because my voice is shot for whatever reason. But anyway, guys, if you could, you guys know the drill. If you could, YouTube, smash that like button, TikTok, hit that little screen for me, just like so. And in the meantime, guys, if you do have any charts, any questions, anything for me that you'd like me to look over, ready to send those into the chat and I'll get to you guys shortly. But without further ado, let's quickly take a look first of all at the news. So it's a pretty big day ahead. We've got high impact news to come for the US dollar with core retail sales. We've got the claimant count change for the pound shortly, which normally is considered red folder news event. So the change in number of people claiming employment benefits. So we'll keep a bit of an eye on that too for anyone who is trading the pound. I know quite a few of you do. So that is also to come shortly in just under 10 minutes from now. Without further ado, guys, though, let's have a look and let's begin with the gold. Starting with the gold, and once again, starting a weekly time frame, and again, broken eye of the previous weekly candle already, forming another strong bullish candle. How often do I hear it? I hear it every stream that gold's got to pull back. It's got to pull back. It has to pull back. It's got to come down to such a level, whatever, to grab equity or to fill a gap. And it just continues bullish. So I always say to you guys, just trade in line with the strength of the trend. And in this case, it is very strong bullish. Don't try to predict the top, because every time you were trying to predict the top, you would have been trying to predict the top all the way up this big strong bull trend, and every time it just continues to pump to the upside. So just react, wait until you have a strong confirmation to look for maybe a deeper pullback sell. But for the time being, we're still very bullish here on the gold daily time frame. I mean, nothing needs to be said here. It's also very bullish. What we're going to do is mark in the high and low of the daily candle. Likely going to be favoring the buys again here today, guys, but we'll see what we've got below the daily, if there is in fact some sort of potential catalyst to look for sells. It does look clean, that's for sure, below the daily low, which is also just has been confirmed for our support and is yet again about to be confirmed for our support. So that is the level of support below, clean traffic. But yet again, how often do I see in this situation, price will look to break into that clean level, tap back in, trap some sellers, push back up and trend in line with the structure. It happens so often, guys. So need to be very cautious once again if we are looking for any counter trend sell options. Just going to adjust this zone a little bit to the downside here. I will leave this bearish wick in because it is in fact the lowest point of a bullish wick on the 4-hour time frame. To the upside, we'll use this high. We are currently trading right in the middle of our 4-hour range, which is a pretty small range, to be honest. So for me on gold today, what sort of candles do we have for sells below the daily low? Well, the thing we will have is a confirmation of a structure flip on the minor time frame. So once again, very similar to yesterday, guys. I definitely need to see it close below. Definitely need to see it pull back to tap back in. And only then, and as long as it's clean and I'm convinced, I would then consider an option to take a sell, because it is still very counter trend. Once again, similar to yesterday, I would get to break even very quickly if I was to look for any counter trend entry moving forward. Aside from that, what I'll be looking for is price to come back down to the support 36.78 roughly to 76. Look for some sort of price action catalyst and a way of confirmation to take a buy back up in line with the structure, in line with the trend, in line with the overall direction here on gold. So buyers above the support, and very simply, as we approach the high, begin to pop above into, once again, uncharted territories, new all-time high territory. Nothing to suggest that we're ready to pull back, so I would definitely trust continuation buys of the weekly, daily, previous daily, and the current daily, and all-time high, guys. So it's my personal opinion of the gold. Make that what you will. So we're bullish again. Let's quickly look at GJ before news. This is the chart I sent into my members group. Yes, it is. So GJ also is very bullish in the minute. I think we've got pretty much all time frames to the upside. Strong bullish weekly, daily bullish as well. Previous daily, current candle inside bar candle, 4 hour time frame bullish in structure. Still a little bit of margin to the downside here. Onto the 30-minute, and that is also technically bullish the way I see it, and will remain bullish until low 199.920. At that point, you're also back below psychological round number. Let's pull up the drawings again. So for me on GJ, I would preference the buy options. You've got a resistance just here now. So your options would be upon the pullback to around that 200 flat, and if price expect at that point, you're looking for a buy option. Aside from that, the most recent resistance form within the move, within the current daily candle, is this 200.386 to be exact. So if price was to begin to pop above that point there, to believe that could provide potential opportunities to take a buy back up towards the daily high. Now, seeing it is GJ and it's not at an all-time high, it is at a very high level though. The level's not been at for quite some time. I would also trade the flower range. So if it did pop up, reject yet again, that 200.67 sort of region, I would also look for potential sell opportunities from that point there. So that is my personal opinion of GJ. And we'll also be looking for potential buys upon continuation as well, guys. So very bullish here on GJ as well. And that is my personal opinion of it. In the meantime, guys, welcome one and all. PJ, g'day to you, Nev, Rastafari. Sells in range for older buyers. There is some clean range for sales, right? What gold? Below there is, but we're just going to be very careful because it is in a very strong uptrend. So let it sweep the Asian lows, let it retest, let it begin to pull away from it, because too often do we see this happen where we sweep the Asian session low, pull back up, retest, trigger into some sells, trap those sells, and then we end up back in the other end of the Asian session at high. So you just need to be very cautious of any potential selling in. Carl, all good, my friend. I've got my coffee here. Struggling along, guys. I'm really struggling. But I've missed quite a lot of action of late, so I thought I'll give it a crack. Rastafari, no, I don't. It's just consulting. Don't see anything. I think we're trying to fabricate something if you look for anything that isn't from here or from above or from at least below, because it's just not moving. It's consolidating. So when we're consolidating, and the thing is, if you did look to take an entry, doesn't mean it can't work, but again, I'm just trend line probability. So if you look to take an entry off the back of this candle closing as is, it triggers you in, heads up a little bit, maybe low volume, maybe it closes like so, or maybe it flips back and closes back bearish, and then we end up making a move back down. So it's my concern, while there is no momentum and no clear direction within the current range, I would not entertain buys from the current level. Good morning to you, Sebastian. Hope you're all, mate. TikTok. Guys, smash that screen for me if you could. Once again, the man's doing his best with the throw, barely speak. TikTok, I missed the. You guys are quiet, very quiet today, TikTok. Hang on. Grayson, good morning to you. Welcome, mate. Everyone else, welcome. Don't be shy. Don't forget to as a follow as well. Almost at the 11k mark on TikTok in quick time too. It's just been this year basically. Oh, gold's trying to pop. Batman, appreciate it, mate. So yesterday on stream, I personally took a break even. The counter trend sold, a lot of you took profit on it. So again, when really, if I'm taking a trade counter trend and it's a very strong uptrend here on gold, I'm not going to muck around, but I get to break even very, very quickly. Borna, hello to you. Yesterday, massive TP, my entry 634.17, 626. 2769.7.87. Nice one. Hasn't hit TP yet though, it looks of it. Just a little bit of a build up of liquidity right now on the gold, just consolidating. It's doing a fair bit of testing my own time of particular entry we call the IC entry. With some really, really good effect. Fortunately, I wiped most of that project out though. I did have it up 11% in about 5 days, 6 days. And it was just purely letting trades either go to full TP or full stop loss. And at that point, I had 5 wins and 1 loss, I think, on that particular IC entry on the 15-minute time frame. So a very powerful entry, an entry that you see me look for and take quite often on the stream or mention. John Woolcock, good day to you. You all, mate? So that was my concern when I mentioned about gold, Rastafari, when you asked is it reasonable buy at this current level. Post times just tapped into this point here and starting to reject again, because again it's right in the middle of consolidation within the middle of a range. So For me, it's not avoiding a trade. I think it's more trying to justify a trade that's not technically a valid one, in accordance to my books anyway. Cheers, Vec. Good day to you, mate. Hope you're well. Not bad, mate. Not bad. I've just got no voice. I've just lost my voice, basically. Leka, thank you for the sticker, by the way. Yeah, I'm doing my best, guys, on a completely cooked voice. My throat a little bit sore, but otherwise not too bad. Oh, lag. Alright, let's take a look at GU just quickly. Seeing someone will be bound to ask me to look at it. So looking again weekly, very strong bullish. We have a high low, high high to the previous. Daily, no low wick, interesting. Doesn't necessarily need one, so long as any, seeing now got the high low, higher high, ready to the previous candle. As long as any pullback is met by, at previous support, is met by support, and there's not necessarily need for us to pull back and create a lower wick. Doesn't mean we can't do so, but it also is a chance that we won't do so. Let's go down to the 4 hour time frame, and we are bullish in structure here on the 4 hour. Sparking that level resistance. We are in fact approaching another level of resistance into the left hand side, so yeah, not much margin, but it looks at things here on GU. Well, I don't want to keep that deep, to be honest. A bit tricky on GU here today because just the levels it's at, you've got a resistance up ahead on the 4 hour. Mind you, you do have a little bit of clean traffic within it, within that zone on the 9 time frame. So I think GU, potentially you could look for what would I want to see on GU? To be honest, I'll probably focus on the limit order interruption play on the 30-minute time frame just here. Let's go down to 15. 15 is approaching resistance, so unless we're willing to trade it off the 15 and wait for the closure above, let it pull back to retest gauge and session highs, and as it begins to break above, still have enough margin for a scalp back up to the high of the resistance here in the 15 and 30-minute time frame. And that would be pretty much it on GU. It's a tricky one. It's very bullish. Don't really have any clean areas to sell it from. Yeah. Doesn't look great, in honesty. It's very bullish, but just because it's very bullish doesn't mean there's a clean entry. Leka looks like it's a sell. Oh, what, gold? Not sure what suggests that it looks like a sell to you, but to me it's very bullish, personally. Janjira, looking for a buy. Don't have the right confirmation just yet. Tears to make here, so perhaps try honey lemon juice. Yeah, been drinking, well, I've got a coffee now, but otherwise been avoiding any cold drinks. And hot water with lemon. I don't have honey at home though. It's very hard to find me here, not the shit that's packed with sugar. I'm sure you can get it, but I can't read the label to know which one it is, so. Can't read Thai. Can speak a fair bit of it, can understand a fair bit of it, but I just can't read it. So. Z-Lang, what I think about trading DAX, I think it is very, very volatile. I think you need to really do your homework on it prior to consider trading it. I was beginning to look at it, but the reason why I'm not bothering with it at the minute, because I focus on gold. I can't just It's just too hard because I don't have experience with German 40, so I need to test it out. Quite frankly, I need to use this to test it out. And if I was able to do so and grab enough data to suggest I could make it work, then I would trade it. But without that, I just don't trust it because I don't have the time to look at it. Once again, this is Forex Tester, guys, so it's by far and away the best simulator out there. Segue. Hit me up if you want a link. I've got a promo code for you guys. YouTube is down below in the description. You get 10% off. Do a subscription. TikTok, you'll have to DM me and I can send you all the details. But yeah, by far and away number one. You can also test a challenge out, by the way, and you can change the parameters in accordance to whatever challenge you want to actually trial. So instead of blowing your cash without knowing whether you can pass or not, you can test yourself out on a challenge on the simulator, which is really good. And it helps me out. Obviously, I do get a bit of a kickback from it, but you get it for cheaper anyway. So if you're interested in a simulator, by far and away, it is without doubt the best one out there. Yes, German 40, I just don't look at it enough to trust it. Every time I seem to turn my back on it, within 5 minutes, it's pushed like 50 pips or something. So I'm just not familiar with it. I think you need to really do your homework on it prior to considering trading it. It's more volatile than gold. It's a bigger asset class than gold. Sharp, Joey, FX Flow. G'day to you. Once again, I will be doing a video on it once I got a voice. Forex test. I will be doing some live sim sessions as well. So we're right in the middle of this range. On gold here, nothing at the minute. Members, I will send you guys a link, but just bear with me if hard for me to chat in a minute. I will send you a link just in case. Andrew trades, made 5k today, fantastic. Crypto looks good. If you say so, my friend, I don't trade it. That's another thing you can test out. They've got over 200 altcoins, including obviously majors and obviously including the major Bitcoin. It's all there on the backtesting toolkit there. YouTube guys, if we could, don't forget to smash that like button for me. Really need to get those numbers up. TikTok, also you guys should consider at some point jumping across this up to the YouTube channel in case I do go missing on TikTok. Do give away probably the most free education on stream out of any, and that is not a word of a lie. I dish out a lot of free education. We look for trades, we don't look, we wait for our setup to present. That's the difference, and that's what I preach. I preach patience and discipline. I preach the fact that we need to let the trade come to us. We don't hunt, we don't go fishing, we just simply wait. boring, yes, but it's much more entertaining if you can do it amongst the group and you have a chat with, with each other. John, only rum cures all ailments. You know what? My old lady used to say, you got a bad throat, just gargle a shot of whiskey and then just drink it. It'll kill a lot of the bacteria. But vodka, really any alcohol. It's hard to stop with one, isn't it? Then again, I hate shots, to be honest. I suppose I would pick the whiskey over the medicine, to be honest. Because of the side effect, it might help to sleep as well. Actually got some rum here. Favorite rum is Captain Morgan, so it's just a good old stock standard, but it goes well with anything. Actually, Sailor Jerry's, that's a really good one too. I'm not sure if you tried that one. That's a fair amount. Sailor Jerry's apple rum, that is so good. If you're all Captain Morgan's, you can't go into the spiced rum. I don't like the dark one. It's really cheap here too, actually. It's a lot cheaper than back at home. It's not that expensive at home, but for whatever reason, you can get it here for about $14 roughly for a 750ml bottle. Same cost, what, I think 36, 37 back at home. Alright, gold trying to push. Let's see, starting to move a little bit. Great Ridge, I'm still on sell. Can I still wait? Let's see. Sell, she's gonna come. Sell poles, she's gonna come. I don't know why you're trying to sell it, to be honest. What's your confirmation to sell it? It's in a big, strong uptrend. And can you still wait? You can do whatever you want. I wouldn't be in a sell. You're waiting for it to hit stop loss. Assuming you have one, you probably don't even have one. It's in a big, strong uptrend. You gotta be very careful. I know everyone's gonna try to pick the top, but every time you try to pick a top, look what happens. It just continues to push bullish all throughout. Every time I come to the stream, always hear it. Gold's got to pull back. It's overextended. It's got to pull back. It doesn't have to. My personal opinion, yeah, of course it's going to make some pullbacks. I don't think it's going to make a major pullback. Anything could happen, or it could. But what, a major pullback, even 10%, it's not that big. To be honest, it is a big pullback, but it's not anything crazy. You'll still be well above 3K. And my personal opinion is gold to the moon. In all honesty, gold will be above 10K moving forward. Not saying when, not gonna predict when. I do believe 5K is probably within reach of next year, perhaps. Probably 4K is still a shot for this year. I don't know if you think gold 4K is here for sure. It could do it. I'm not going to bet against it. I mean, silver as well. Silver just continues to keep on keeping on as well. It's about to break out again against US dollar. Broken out against all the majors. It's at all-time highs against all, basically, except for the US dollar. All-time high against the Aussie. How's the corner? G'day, mate. All good, except for just very hard to speak at the minute. Losing my voice. But XAU, yes or no? Is in what? XAU to me is very, very, very bullish. Can't go wrong. Long term wise, you can't go wrong. Sylvia, good morning to you, mate. If you are interested in TikTok, it's the same profile name on YouTube. You get full screen effect, you get all the numbers, you get the proper layout. It looks a lot more professional. So yeah, I would recommend jumping across at some point just in case, because who knows when or if I'll get banned. It's happened before. Jim PO3, yeah, I like it. That's just some daily candle printing beside the current price action. So I can see we're forming a bullish candle here. See where obviously the low is. It's at the support I've marked in. The resistance is where the high is. We are fast approaching the high. How's it going? I'm looking to buy silver and IRL. If gold is too high, next best thing. Do you think that is wise, or should I invest in the Oz? No, it's not. Yeah, it's not, definitely not financial advice, but I believe there's more potential upside in silver, percentage wise, obviously. That's just my personal opinion. Nev, every YouTube viewer gets an ounce of gold. If you're willing to fund it, there we go. Nev's giving everyone an ounce of gold. YouTube is official. I use radiation range sweep. Don't know yet. I have to wait and see what happens. I've got many ways to get involved. Sylvia, yes, extremely bullish. Jim, bullish strong. It is. That's the corner, I thought so as well. Yeah. Just percentage wise, I think there's a lot more upside when it comes to silver. I think platinum's another really good one. Palladium's also, I think, worthwhile to look at. Not too sure about copper, to be honest. I'm not convinced about copper. Doesn't mean it can't go up, obviously. But obviously, copper's more the industrial metal. And at some point, I do believe things are going to crash. So overextended. Doesn't mean it can't continue. I'm not predicting when, but you're looking at NAS, S&P, I'm assuming it's at all-time highs as well, without looking at DAX. Not far off it again. FTSE, likely. The thing is, the majority has been held up by a few of the major companies, top 10 or a lot of the big investors, Warren Buffett and all that, bought a lot of cash from the market to the side. So maybe that's saying something. Personally, I just much prefer the metals. 4 minutes until this counter closes. We're at the resistance, still nothing at the minute. Yeah, silver is a great option to hold and very much in reach of most of us. Yeah, correct. I mean, I was buying silver around that $30 Australian. It was around 21 or something was my lowest entry, I think, on against the US dollar. It's doubled that already. So I've been buying it for the best part of 4 years now. Yeah, to be honest, I want more. So I've still got the same convictions. I'm still prepared to buy it at the current level, and I still think it's going a lot higher. B and J, definitely start holding from 77. Nice one. Have a plan. Snapped into the resistance of the all-time high, so don't give it back. Make sure you're at break even. Silvio, low earning for one session. I mean, not necessarily, but we may need to at this rate. Very chart on the pool. No. Okay. Now buy or sell. Nothing. BJ might close now. Stream smaller zone. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the all-time high zone, so let's quickly look at GJ again. Still heading down. GU close above on the 15. This could be U similar to GU back below the Asian range. How's close? Is there a season to get silver, or is it good time? No, it's the same as gold, just TCA basically. Franklin, more it's you. Nev, no worries, mate. No worries. Yeah, it's the same as gold. How's the close? Just don't try to wait and pull back, because sometimes it just doesn't pull back. Just DCA. That's all. What I recommend. Thank you to the new followers, TikTok. Appreciate it. Let's get up to 11k. We're pretty much on 11k, I think. It's been a pretty quick rise on the tickety talk. I'd say same for YouTube. It's on board. Once again, YouTube, TikTok, jump across, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's definitely worth it. You get the full screen, you get all the numbers, you get everything. Plus, who knows how long I'll be on TikTok for, because they're a lot more strict with it on TikTok than they are on YouTube. Franco, I can barely hear you, mate.
Oh, okay.
Go again?
Yeah, hello. Could you hear me better?
A little bit.
Strange, okay.
Yeah, okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, maybe I need to raise up my voice a little bit.
That's all good. I got you now. Must be the volume line.
What about your voice?
My voice is shot. After that sim session yesterday, I could barely speak, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gotten better. Obviously, I'm not speaking, but now I'm streaming. It's not gonna. Not sure how long I'll be able to go for. We'll see. What are we looking at today?
Yeah, so I'm looking for, as usual, it's a little difficult.
GU or?
Yeah, GU. Yeah. We're coming in the range of 4 hour support. So there are support after support after support. Sorry, resistance there.
Yeah.
So I would wait right now.
Just tapped into it.
Maybe coming back to the M30 recent resistance, and then from this taking some buys.
Yep. So back down to here.
Correct.
Yeah, I think it's a better option.
I have a problem taking sales right now because I see it really strong.
Yep.
So therefore I would take sales right now.
Yeah.
Even if it makes sense, to be honest, because of bouncing back from this H4 support.
Yeah, it's very bullish.
On the left side, if you look on the left side, so there was a former H4 support as resistance of it.
Yeah.
And correct this one. So this puts me a little bit off not to take this.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah, and for gold, we're looking for buys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm more focused on buys if it presents.
Makes sense also there.
Yeah, just consolidating though. It's tapped into the resistance, but didn't see any clean entry, so just relaxing, just waiting.
I think you see also very bullish gold, so therefore you don't take sales
Yeah.
from this area, correct?
Nah, not for me.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negative.
GGPM, what or why is it? What do you see in this range that makes it to avoid this range to trade in a different range when sometimes do take trades in? Because it's just consolidating. There is no clean direction. So if I want to take a trade in this range, I want it back at the support. I didn't want it from here because you're selling it, buying it into that. And it wasn't trading. There was no momentum. This is the candle that's proven that we can move a bit. Prior to that, we rejected again on that particular candle. So, do you get what I mean? Like, it's predicting, it's guessing that's going to make the move from here. Because it's first of all, it's right in the middle range. It's right in the middle of consolidation. We've had multiple rejections of it. Had rejection on this candle. And this candle popped up, rejected. It's finally popped back up, tapped into the range, the resistance. So I'm not predicting because any of these I mean, this candle could have made the move. It didn't. And then we're just consolidating. So that's why there is no clear direction whatsoever. I don't always need to trade every range. Some ranges I've seen millions of times. Some ranges are just not tradable. You need to wait patiently. Wait for it to either pop above, pop back below. Yes, okay, maybe you missed the move here. I don't see it as a missed move. It's just not my move. I don't see an opportunity here at all. Personally. And where a lot of the time we get caught out is because we're trying to fabricate something in between. And I know some of you guys, some of my guys said to me, I took this trade, what do you think? I took a loss. Oh, took it because you took a loss because it was in the middle of nothing. Your plan was, you've got this zone, you've got this zone. Your plan was, you've set it, you've even drawn in your arrows or whatever that you're wanting to fight from here. So why have you bought it from there? You're not following your plan. That just shows a lack of discipline, shows that you're trying to hunt instead of allowing the trade to come to you. Because yes, maybe you missed the move here, but also you probably wouldn't have. You probably would have been looking to get involved maybe here, and you probably would have been stopped out break even, or if not, very close to it, or I just don't see it. The amount of times if you're getting wrecked, if you try to take a trade there, it's more often than winning on that type of position. Walton Cheesy, thank you for sharing a live. You to the new followers again, TikTok, appreciate it. YouTube, thank you to you guys on stream. Yeah, it would be great if the numbers got up there, so if you could, make sure to hit the like button. Don't know why, I've got the best winning record, I think, pretty much of hitting the main streamers. Just don't get any love on YouTube. Give out so much free information, free education. So TikTok, you guys need to jump across at some point. Jacopo, nothing in a minute. Looking for buy, but I need a confirmation. John Gold, I'm waiting for it to pop above the high at this rate. The Asian session high, retest it, and then look for a potential opportunity to buy it. Be cautious with it because I was just grabbing upside liquidity in order to make it move back down to support here. Marian Mantino, thank you for the rose, appreciate it. Let's see, we're gonna pop them up. GC63, grab 3678 now straight to 3700. Maybe. So buy or sell. Nothing in a minute, waiting for a potential buyer here. Alright, we've got a 1 hour IC invalid entry here in 20 minutes. Have to wait though. So that could also be an option. Arafin, good day to you, mate. Alright, so far rejecting that resistance. Let's see, are we gonna push above it or remain below? Notorious files, can you please look at Velo? It's basically XP of Asia, I believe. No, I don't look at. I rarely look at crypto, and if it's not one of the real majors, I won't bother. This is gonna look like it's just gonna have gaps everywhere, so there's no point. 1% gold buys, that's what I'm looking for, but don't have any confirmation just yet. Back to Matrix, yes, extremely bullish and all. EU and GU are bullish as well. GU's tapped into a 4-hour resistance though, so like I was saying before, back at the support looks better. The previous resistance form support, I tend to agree with that. EU's broken up through resistance and is now pulled back below the Asian session range. Similar on EU, I'd be looking for pullback by it's around 117, 750. Perhaps if it closes below that point, maybe you can look for some cheeky counter trend sells. So we've got 17 minutes to wait for potential interruption entry here for London Open on gold. Otherwise, we've got just under 2 minutes to see if we can close above, retest the Asian session highs, and begin to pull away from it. One big issue. If we are to close above, you're going to have quite a wide stop loss. So it could come down to price action again on the potential entry candle. We need to wait first. Still no confirmation. SD was the big green candle on the side of your screen. It indicates the PO3. So it's basically what it is the daily candle printing beside whatever time frame I am on. Just to show me how we're printing. Obviously there's the low, there's the high. This is the body of the candle, printing a strong bullish candle. So I don't have to flip across because a lot of time I want to see how strong are we forming, where are we relative to the high and low of the day. We're right near the high obviously. Wow, I was trying to make moves. Alright, it's likely going to come down to the entry candle, guys, as a stop loss. What I'd love to see is for it to pop up, briefly break the high and into a new all-time high, then pop back down, create a decent low wick, and then perhaps look for a potential buy as it begins to break its own high again. Doesn't look like we're going to close above. Looks like we may struggle. My bias is bullish. Alright, maybe we'll close above. Has to leave an upper wick too. If there's no upper wick, there is definitely no entry. Oh man. There's no entry, guys. Got no upper wick. I'm waiting for the hourly now. Let's see how we close. Ideally, what would be nice is if this 15-minute, if it can actually, because the hourly, the 30 will have an upper wick, so that's okay. So if this 15 can remain roughly where it's at, but even create a deeper lower wick, then we would have created a little bit of a pause above the resistance. And that would be another strong catalyst to suggest if the price was to break in the following candle, it'd be a good option to buy it. I'm not jumping in just now, guys. Don't trade. It's a simple rule. Once if we don't have a wick, upper wick on the candle prior to entry, and when I'm looking for a buy, it's no entry for me. Indicator is PO3. Just type up PO3. 1D20 small. PO3. No idea what some of those comments in TikTok are. Chicapa, I'm not sure where you're seeing a sell, my friend. Silvio, I need an upper wick. Sometimes it doesn't give you everything you want to see. So not writing anything off just yet. We still could get buys at London Open. We look at the hourly time frame, the M30 time frame, they close above. There's gonna be options there, potentially on a limit order buy, zone to zone limit order, or continuation buy. Not waiting. So we confirm Penguin, can we enter once it retrace? Potentially. Waiting for session open to come, and I may look for a buy limit back and high this resistance. AMG C63, watch for last retest, 3687, 47, otherwise coming up soon. Yeah, we'll see. I still could be opportunities here. Not written it off, but I need to wait until it's session open at this stage. Exodus Trader, thank you for this ticker. Still Leo, sorry. We want to buy, so I'm looking for buyers, but I'm waiting until session open at this stage. Jim all-time high, yeah, I mean, shocker. Just continues to continue on. Everyone's saying, can we sell? Can we sell? I'm in a sell. Trying to predict the top, trying to pick a top, and they get wrecked. Sylvia, thank you. Snickers and Exodus Trader again. Appreciate it. Now, if we close just above like so, I'm going to look for the IC entry in the 1 hour. And that would be at the height of this bearish candle. Because for me to look for a limit order buy, top of this zone, I want to close significantly above now. I want to pull back. To be honest, I'm not comfortable buying it above the high, not because it's into a new all-time high, but if we close like so, you have to travel some 30 pips just to break above that point. Doesn't mean it can't continue. It's got to create lower wick. So at that point, let's say it creates a 20-30 pips lower wick, you're looking at 60 pips or so just to get triggered into the trade, where at that point there, not that comfortable. But it doesn't mean it can't continue to push, but I'd rather get in a bit earlier. So wait and see, rejecting just now. It's the stream as well. Thank you, Erica. Buy potentially at London Open. I have a limit order set. So what is that level on the 1 hour time frame? $36.84.57. So there could be a few options here. It just depends where we close. If we close like so, then I'm going to be looking for the IC entry based off the 1 hour time frame, it's nothing to do with ICT, fair value gaps, got nothing to do with that. It's the interruption candle, the pause candle. I'm going to look for that particular entry on the limit order buy. If we close above, depending how far above, I may look for a limit order buy back at the high of the zone. They're the options just now. It looks like potentially we could be looking at the 1 hour limit order buy here. Lazy homeschool mum. Hello, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Welcome again. Seen you in the chat for a while. Peps shop. No, I'm not selling it. Lazy homeschool mum. And I've been busy, but always enjoying watching streams. All good. Appreciate your you joining e-calls whenever you can. So as long as all's well. All right, let's see. Is it going to close above? Significantly above. Needs. Look, I might use a fib here, marking at least half of this candle. Only from open. So that's where I want it to close. I would suggest to me it's a strong enough closure to look for a limit order buy back on the high of the resistance. Now that is some 16 pips roughly, 15.8 pips I think. Now yeah, so that would be enough if it closed like around this point for a limit order buy from the high of this zone. The risk with that is obviously the same with the IC entry. You get involved as the price is printing in the opposite direction to where you want the price to move. The risk with this is stop loss. Why do I want? It's difficult to manage. The only way you could manage it is based off the 15-minute time frame. So if it got to break low of this 15-minute candle, you might consider closing half. That would be minus 15 roughly. A bit less than that. Now the other thing, I mean the continuation is still potentially there as well, guys. You just need a decent low wick. So there's the options. Option A, decent low wick, buy it as it breaks the high. Option B, which I feel is probably maybe the better bet because you're getting in at a better price, is the limit order buy it at the high of the zone, using 15 minutes to manage it. Final option will be, in case it reacts, retest the Asian highs and pops back a lot, would be the interruption candle play here on the 1 hour time frame. That would be at the high of this bearish candle. So there are your 3 options, guys. Up to you what you do. I'll keep you as posted as I possibly can as to what I'm doing. Gab L, thank you for this. If I don't think you should sell because it went over the highest high, going down. Yeah. Sylvia, yeah, there is no confirmation to sell. The GJ. It's gonna be a very quick one, I can tell, guys. So what I might personally do, if we close, for instance, roughly where we're at, as soon as we close, I'm going to set a limit order buy at high of the zone. But I will also pay attention to a potential continuation buy above the high, as long as we have a decent low wick. Definitely need a decent low wick prior to any entry. It's session open. Galvin Gowie, you think it's going to go high or drop down soon? I think the trend is very bullish. So I'm trading in line with the structure of the bias and the trend. Let's see, just over 2 minutes remaining, guys. And your potential options. Chicago finding it tough to trade at these levels. Same with Nas. Oof, gold pushing. Yeah, you just need to get into trade your plan, trade your rules. Don't get FOMO. See gold pumping. I'm not in the trade. It may just continue in 2 minutes. We've got just under 2 minutes now, and it could still push another 100 pips. Who knows? It could. Would not surprise me. But it could even reach 3,700 in the next minute and a bit. It's gold, it's got volume, it's now trending again. So once again, just to run it by you guys, options are continuation buy, wait for a decent lower wick. Likely have to use that lower wick as a stop loss, otherwise it's going to be a big one. Option 2 is the limit order buy at the high of this zone. Don't know if it's going to come back down to it anytime soon. Option 3 is the IC entry, the interruption pause candle entry at the high of this 1 hour bearish candle. There are your 3 options. One could be one to come back to later, actually. 1 hour one. Looks like it's not going to present just now. Either way, we rely on that lower wick, guys. I'm not going to roll with 60 pip stop based off. It's going to be more than 60 either way. And first things first, we need an upper wick. Simple rule. If we don't have an upper wick, again, I just don't take it. I'm not going to get further. So see what happens when we don't have the upper wick. Not always. In this case, it didn't. A lot of time we will reject. So you have to be very quick on the pulse of this one team. It's likely going to be a market execution as well, guys, to be honest. Just pinpointing the high of this candle. Keeps popping up. We're about to close. Alright. So I need a decent low wick, guys. What is there was the high of that? 3689.58. All right. So your next option is above the previous candle's high. 36.94.38 roughly. So I set a limit order buy, guys. So limit order at the high of this resistance. The next option is as it flips and breaks the high, stop loss below the entry candle, because that's the only thing you roll with, otherwise looking at too big a stop loss. So there are your two options. This is what I've got currently set. Stop, I've got just back below the zone. Now your next potential option is as it flips and breaks the high. It would be quite tempting to buy it just now as well, since it's got no upper wick. I'd rather wait for the limit order to present. Still gets more like it. Yeah, Capo sell, not for me, not selling. Goats. So I'll attack Gazix, but is that what it is? Anyway, what's new? Like, looking for a buy, I mentioned multiple times already. It's option one. Option two could be as it flips. I've got it just above the high of the previous candle, but I may get in on it. So I'm not actually in any trade at the minute, guys. I'm waiting for either the flip or still a limit order. 4 minutes into London session here.
It sound right, boy.
Alright, so you could be looking at an entry pretty much just now, guys. Alright, I've not opened it just yet. Alright, I'm gonna open a trade. 36.93.43. So I'm currently in the second option. Let's see. Well, it's a family copper buys. Yeah, look at it maybe later. Just tapped into the previous candle and so far rejecting. Still got limit order set lower down as well, guys. Yeah, it's FX, not yet. We'll see. I'm at entry, a few pips profit. By now, it's up to you, mate. Up to you. Alright, about 5-6 pips on the table. Not enough to really secure it, to be honest. Upper, yeah, it's minute buy at the minute. Just have a few pip drawdown. So boy, 30 some soon. That'd be nice. To be honest, guys, I probably should have bought it on the low wick as I was creating it, which I do at times, but I didn't really think about this time. It's all good. What I think about tomorrow, I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm worried about the now. If you're talking about FOMC, I'm worried about tomorrow. Again, I'm worried about the time being, what I'm in. Not concerned by that. Spread fall news, yep. We're in about 10 pip drawn out in a minute. Let's see. Stop. I'm going to try and stop up. Right, so. Yeah, I'm probably going to take it out on this one, guys. That's right, I still got the limit order set. Low down. Have an echo. Yeah, some days I do, some days I don't. Some of you apparently do, some I don't. So I'm not sure what that is. Dean? No, I don't think it is. I'm almost taken out. Stop at 90.66 is where I've got my actual stop. And I'm about to be about to be taken out. Still not, but almost. Easy, nice one. Finally out of misery. So that was a pretty ordinary trade, to be honest, guys. The limit order is still set. Let's take a far enough. The limit order is still set, and that is about to be triggered in by the looks of it. If this doesn't trigger in and it pops. Oh man, you're kidding me. What's the odds it doesn't quite tap in? As you know, you probably should know by now. I don't trade fair value gaps. This is not going to tag me in, guys. Watch it. Not my day. It's like it's not gonna be my day today. Oh man, it's popping. We've got win like 2 pips, I think. Sometimes we have those days in the market. Yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. It's like, how close? Much you can do about it, you just need to accept it. I mean, the continuation play is still valid. I just don't want to get in above the high when so close game triggered in on pullback. Yes, I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to get involved, to be honest, in that. Just the trade. Yeah, our option is the continuation buys if anyone's interested. Let it create a low wick and this begins to break the high. That's your over option. Gary's option 1, looking for an opportunity to buy, so it's a buy, mate. Limit order buy. I don't like the fact that we got so close to tapping in and we are bouncing. I don't feel it's as valid anymore, really, once we triggered in on that. To be honest, guys, I think I might get moving because my voice is just shot. I want to be okay maybe for as members later. Yeah, so your option is to look for a continuation buy. It can definitely continue. It's got the momentum behind it. Session is still very early into it. 3,700 would be the target. Yeah, so here's what it is. Not the best day. But we move on to tomorrow. So thank you for joining, ladies and gents. To my team, I'll keep you guys posted for later. And take care, trade safe. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye. See you guys.